back to the final segment of Community Matters. You, the community that matter, and a very important community matter we've been discussing today. If you've missed the first two segments of the show, I'm really sorry. I'm not going to recap, so catch them on YouTube when they're released in a few days' time, because we have got to keep talking about this peace conquest. I have Shanti Boy on my right. I have young political involvement on my left. We are trying to talk about the peace across the world and how it's going to be promoted. I'm going to start with Shanti Boy. Now, we've obviously delved quite a lot into the language of Nagri and how you're using that to promote the peace. But, I mean, if we take the language aspect out of it now, I mean, we've talked, you read out the poem to us earlier. We've also had the book, which is more based on graphics and image. I mean, tell us a bit more about the books and what people can come and expect when they come over to Shanti Boy, Rob.
As a shop, we have a ground floor and a basement, very excitingly. On the ground floor is books that you can buy. On the basement, those books that you can borrow for free, because we want to encourage discussion, that if you haven't got the money, still borrow the book. If you don't want to borrow it, sit and read it where it is. We'll give you a tea and a coffee, probably a biscuit, and just stay and chat about these things. Because often in the community, there's not a space to talk about things that matter. We live these parallel lives, which leads to us not really engaging with one another, not living at peace with each other, not getting to know one another. Let's talk about important issues, even when we disagree, as to how we might get peace or might not, and which is the right path to follow. Let's sit and read these books together, or watch DVDs. We've got lots of our resources for if people aren't such keen readers, as not everyone is. We've got in DVD form as well that you can watch and enjoy and discuss as to how peace in our hearts comes. Does it come through Isa, the Prince of Peace, or does it come some other route? How can we understand these things better? And like Anjem said near the beginning, we need to take responsibility to study these things for ourselves and not just accept what somebody else says, but open the books, watch the DVDs, talk with one another, find knowledge.
I mean, Andrew, you spend at least a day a week in Shanti Boy with their movement. I mean, we can't give it a miss, and we can't sort of forget what's going on now in the modern world. Taking aside all what's going on in the rest of the world, I mean, even here in England now, there seems to be this trend, because of social media, the modern technology coming in, there is this negative trend of moving away from books. And I mean, I'd really like to know, has that been an effect for you guys? Has that been a way to even further promote yourself? I mean, how have you engaged in modern technology now?
Well, that's very interesting. So I grew up on video games and YouTube. So book reading is not something that I took to very well. But I think that nothing really replaces a really well-written book, especially this ancient knowledge that has been passed down from generation to generation, preserved for us to read from the prophets, 2,000 years and before that. Many people don't know about the Bible and how it's come about and how it's been preserved for so many years for us now. People are more interested in watching cat videos. I can understand the cat videos, I like cat videos, but a cat video will make you a little happy. It won't bring you true peace with God. I mean, how can it? It's a cat. And so I think, yes, the media is important, and we are trying to make some of our resources available online. So I think this book that I showed you earlier, we're hoping to get it online in some form. There's a DVD for this as well. Some of our other resources, we've got the text of the scriptures either put to either in audio form or, as you say, on DVD, so that they are available, they are out there. If you search, you will find them. They're very easy. Just type it into Google what you want, and it will be there for you. And yeah, you can spread awareness of it. But the books have been here for 2,000 years. You can come and get them. The media is great because it means we can share things that we've already produced faster. But basically, the things are there. No one's coming to get them. So if you're out there, use the internet well. Don't look for cat videos. Look for the good stuff. Look for the stuff that's been around, tried, tested, and proved really to bring you a deeper peace, not just 5 minutes of laughter.
I tell you what, you must have just done a marvellous job on promoting that, because I've got 2 callers on the line. So I'm going to get some of our callers in, because this is the final segment where we get a mad rush to get in as many questions. Caller on line 1, welcome to Community Matters.
To the panelists.
Yes, can I get your name?
Oh, this is Aisha Chaudhry.
Aisha Chaudhry, hello, how are you?
I don't want to be taking too much time because what you are talking about is really interesting and I would like to give you more chance and I would like to be listening. but but I thought I must call you because this is an unique program. Plus, I can see Ajim on is one of the panelists. I'm really proud of you, Ajim, and all the rest of you as well. So well done, and I'm looking forward to see more programs like this. And I would like to say that it's not only me, my son has been watching as well. Normally he's not that interested on Bengali channels or the programs, but I'm really, really proud that my son is watching and enjoying. So well done. Your
Thank
program
you.
is
Aisha Chaudhry, I should remind myself, you've been on this show with me before, haven't you?
Yes.
I'm glad I know who I'm talking to. It's always great to have people come back and talk to us. No doubt we'll have you back on the show with us as well, Aisha. Thank you. That was marvellous.
Anytime. But thank you. What you are doing today is excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you.
Aisha.
I should probably let you sneak in a bit because we're talking about sort of that. I mean, Aisha's involved quite a lot in welfare trusts that help back home. I mean, and you could probably give us a bit more of an insight into that.
Thank you, Aisha, for your wonderful call. Aisha is a Newham councillor and is on a similar peace conquest, I'm very sure. As you say, with welfare trusts and charity organisations, our elders have been very successful in organising a lot of trusts, a lot of charities. The one I'm exclusively linked to and joined to, and my forefathers are like big promoters of it, is the Greater Lama Khazi Welfare Association, who are not exclusive to Lama Khazi, but the entirety of Sylhet. And social media, as you say, is a huge thing. It's a huge opportunity for charities like us to hone in and take advantage of it. Our recent 10-year anniversary for the association had a real big theme, and that theme was the empowerment of women, young women, which is something that it goes unnoticed, but today they're kind of outshining us in the Bengali community, and Aisha Chaudhry was a great advocate of that, who came along to that event and saw the kind of fantastic talent that we had on show. We had doctors, accountants, all sorts of professions being displayed for the charity, and it's something that we look to promote through the social media aspect. But definitely, with what Andrew was saying as well, social media is an opportunity, not a threat, for the promotion of this education. As he said, that the Bible was passed on from tongue to tongue. Very similarly, the Quran, the way it's read, has been passed on tongue to tongue. And it's, again, another huge opportunity for us to pass this message on further and more into more wide areas into the world with social media. So it's an opportunity, not a threat.
Thank you for that, Ajim. I have to say, one bad habit of us youngsters is not only that I'm not reading enough books, but our memory is starting to fall away. I do have another caller, which I haven't forgotten you about. Thank you very much for being patient. So let's take this next caller that's on the line. Caller on line 2, I believe. Welcome to Community Matters. That I probably have to take the blame for. I think the caller's lost. Do apologise for that. We're trying to get in as much as we can. So yeah, I mean, since we're on that talk, Ajit, I mean, social media. It's, to me, part of it is great. You know, the likes of our just recent call, Aisha Chaudhry, for yourself, even the footballing world, which I'm so deep in, it's very easy to get yourself out there. But it also sort of diverts you away from important stuff, and sometimes it can even turn into, I mean, like an addiction and a negative disease. I mean, do you think there's enough done by our local charity movements that maybe do attempt to actually bring people back down to earth and bring that balance back?
I think. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a huge debate that exists amongst society today, whether the social media aspect of it is, whether it's great or whether it's more dangerous to society. But I definitely think with the charity involvement, it does bring the boots back onto the ground, and social media is just a means to try and promote that and amplify that work to a wider audience. So the wider the audience that we can appeal to, the larger the scope, the larger the kind of help that we can extend to those in need, and especially in regards to Lama Khazi. It's something that we definitely look to do by extending that social media aspect of it. It's again a huge opportunity for us to try and to get more support, again to get that eventual goal of trying to help as many people as we can and achieve that peace.
Okay, we have a few minutes left, so I'm really going to wrap up on what we've got, and I'm really sorry the telephone lines are now closed. We are just going to talk about these things. This show will be uploaded on YouTube, so that those of you that want to see, you can see the email across the bottom as well. If you've got any questions, by all means, send them across. I can get the message across to these guys, and really, we can do our best to promote what is absolutely beautiful and an astounding sort of movement that shocked me today. And I'll be honest with you, I had no preparation for this, so I'm going to be walking out with a big smile and loads of questions. But I want to touch on your personal life now, because you're a hard-working individual in King's College, and alhamdulillah, I mean it's a beautiful thing to hear. You're doing political sciences, have I got that right? I mean, what are you looking forward to in the future then? And I mean, what would you like to see from other youngsters as well?
Yeah. Again, thank you for having me on the show. For me, the conquest continues for this peaceful conquest. For me, I would like to urge all other younger viewers that it's not as scary as everyone thinks it is. It just takes a bit of courage, a bit of activism, and we can all be involved in a similar conquest. So get involved. There's so many different things that are available to us, especially with the internet and all other things. There's so many avenues to get interacted in. The list is so long that we can get involved in so many local initiatives as well as charity initiatives. So please do get involved. And yeah, for me, I think that conquest continues via local charity commitments and more local political activity.
And no doubt football. Thank you very much,
well.
Thank you very much. Gentlemen, I mean, Andrew, if I come across to you, just for us to wrap up, I mean, hopefully, where does it go from here for yourself?
It's a good question. So, so yeah, back to the shop on Thursday, and hopefully, my message to the people out there is, use the internet well, explore things. The internet and social media are a way that we can surround ourselves in a bubble of things that we enjoy and that we already know and already love. That's what they're designed to do. Be bold, go out there, explore something different, come to our bookshop, because we'll have something different for you, something you haven't seen before. Explore different faiths and investigate Jesus, the Prince of Peace. See if that is the answer to peace. That's all I've got to say.
Thank you very much. And finally, Rob, I mean, I think you have, with bringing these books along, thank you very much for that, and giving us the insight to the origins of our language, from your perspective, which has been beautiful. But no doubt, there are going to be so many people that are going to be interested by it. I mean, where does it go from here?
Well, 3 websites that we're involved in that you can access. So shantirboy.org, all one word, ibrahimforum.com, again all one word, and Seleti Kitab, all one word, seletikitab.org. We hope people that access that and can find peace. But in terms of a global vision, I guess the best vision to have is what one of Isa's companions, Sahabi, had of the end of time, and he was given this vision of people from all nations, all people groups, all ethnicities, all tribes, all languages specifically mentioned, around God's throne, having been made safe by him, given peace by Isa al-Masih. And that's a great vision to work towards, that people from all languages, English, Welsh, Cornish, Sylheti, around God's throne forever, brought about by the Prince of Peace.
Thank you very much. We are bang out of time. I don't even have time to wrap up. So thank you to these gentlemen. Thank you for you guys watching. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. You know what? Thank the language that we've had a topic to talk about today. I've really enjoyed this. I hope you have. If you haven't, get down to Shanti Boy and see what it's all about. Until next time, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Everyone take care.